courses unlock.
Yeah.
But if you get, let's say, a gold medal on Mushroom Cup with 3 stars on 150cc, then by default, the game automatically gives you a gold trophy and 3 stars on 100cc.
Oh, we're live, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you may want to watch the comments for me.
Gotcha.
Because, sick.
Gotcha.
So how have you been?
So, introduction. So this week I'm Zach Azarowski, and we are playing Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, and you are?
I'm Dan Gilman. And I am sick, actually, so...
Got a little bit of a cold, but that's
it's like a fever. I don't know. It's something. I'm going to die. Let's just assume that.
So if you're going to die, Mario Kart 8's not a bad game to play as your last game, I guess.
Yeah, it's actually... I was playing it with friends recently, and that was a fucking ton of fun.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually really digging this game. I actually just posted, I think yesterday, some tips and tricks when playing Mario Kart 8. Some of them are really obvious, but I just wrote up an article, so check that out on mygamer.com or swallsnake.com. Don't Suck was number 1. And, don't get hit by stuff was number 2.
You can avoid red shells if you really want to.
If you really want to. The thing about Mario Kart 8 is it just looks so good. I mean, on the high def, it's probably not as clear on the stream, but playing the game on a Wii U with a decent TV, what do you think? Is it probably the best Wii U game graphically that you've played?
Yeah, like Mario is definitely knocking it out.
Yeah.
Nintendo is knocking it out of the park with their first party games.
With the first party game, oh, absolutely, yeah, they are just rocking the house with it. I mean, it looks so clear, it looks so good, it's so colorful.
The coins and the boxes look surprisingly good
looking
too.
and this is a great first level because this is the first cup, the first track. The majority of people are going to start with this cup and this track right here, and it kind of shows off. I think what the system is capable of. If you look in the background, there's so many colors going on. It's like
a stadium.
It's a stadium. It's good. I mean, it looks really, really good. I mean, this is probably the best Wii U looking game available now. Nintendo did their homework. It's good. And you know what? They needed to do this because they're betting on this being a system seller, which is why they're bundling.
It was actually.
Yeah. This game sold. From what I understand, from what I've seen, pretty well, and even in the UK and stuff, it was up, 600% or something like that. But a lot of people want their Mario Kart, and rightfully so. It's a fun game, it's a good game, and it looks really good.
I honestly think that with this one game, it's hard not to recommend someone picking this up, even as a second system.
And even now, and Nintendo even furthering that point, with the whole Club Nintendo promotion. So for those of you who don't know,
that I own all those games.
Yeah, that's what sucks for us because we've had the system for a little while. But if you register your Mario Kart with Club Nintendo, you can get a code for Zelda, Wind Waker, Pikmin 3, New Super Mario Brothers, or Wii Party U or Party Wii Party or whatever it is. So I have all those games. I do not have Wii Party U though, but it's I'm hesitant on buying it because the only reason why Wii Party U exists and it's $50 is because it comes bundled with a controller. It comes bundled with a Wii remote. So really, it's like a $10 game.
Yeah.
So it's I was actually thinking about just downloading Pikmin 3 and then just trading in my Pikmin 3 and getting $30 for it or whatever at GameStop, just to kind of get some cash back.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish that... Do they give you a download code for it, I wonder?
Yeah, they give. So you register the Mario Kart 8 on Club Nintendo, and then when you register it, I don't know if it gives you a code instantly or what, but or if you have to wait a couple of days for the survey to go through or something. I'm not sure, but you'll get it soon, if not immediately. And then you pick Zelda, Mario, Wii Party U, or Pikmin, and they give you a download code, and then you just download it from the eShop.
All right.
And it kind of makes me wonder too. I don't know how big the file sizes are for Wind Waker and Pikmin 3 and stuff, because there's only, what, 20 gigs in the Wii U?
Is that how big it is?
It's really small.
I thought it's 32, and then the
32.
The operating system takes up a little bit.
Yeah, right. So you're really only playing with right around I think maybe 20 gigs or so. So one of these games could very well be 4 gigs, 7 gigs. I don't know how much.
That sounds about right for a DVD.
Right, exactly. So I'm not sure what if Zelda's a bigger file size, if Pikmin's going to be a bigger file size.
I can't imagine that Zelda would be a bigger file size.
I don't know. Maybe, I'm sure you can probably dig around on the internet and find it. I'll probably do that and see, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. But anyway, so yeah, Nintendo is really banking on Mario Kart to sell some systems and spark some interest. But it is a really good game. I really like it.
Yeah.
So right here, for example, you're playing on the anti-gravity section, which is kind of the main, or one of the main gimmicks, I should say. Here with Mario Kart, you kind of go up walls and stuff. It's kind of, when you're playing, you can't really tell that you're driving sideways and upside down and through loop-de-loops and stuff, because the camera's always fixed behind you, so you don't really get to see the anti-gravity going up walls effect, and unless you're watching the replay or the Mario Kart TV feature.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of they're almost, but not really, trying to blend some F-Zero properties into Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I mean, F-Zero, on the GameCube or the N64 actually had courses that you would kind of go upside down, and it would, sharp turns, and so you got the effect, the feeling that you were spinning around and things like that. Whereas here, you don't really get that effect.
I hate you, Yoshi.
It's just kind of always behind you. Yeah, and that's I found. I mean, you're playing it on what, 50cc here?
100.
On 100cc. I mean, it's pretty brutal. Yeah, 100cc and 150cc.
150cc, they don't fuck around with.
They don't
items.
fuck. You get you can win maybe the first lap, get first place, kind of if you know what you're doing, kind of uncontested. But the other tracks, man, it gets brutal. I mean, it's to get 3 stars at 150cc. I mean, you really got to know what you're doing. You got to actually get a little lucky. You got to.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is
you just get nuked right at the end. The last turn, you just get fucked up with the
I
shell.
was in first place. I was way farther ahead than he was, and then Yoshi decides to fucking hit me with a green shell of all things.
Right on the last turn, and so it'll kick your ass. I mean, that's what Mario Kart's known for. I mean, it does have the rubber banding AI. But in a way, it kind of has to. You get the shitty weapons if you're in first. You get the good stuff so you can come back if you're in, last place. But at least you can combat it now with the horn that you just got there. With the blue shell. And when you're playing on the anti-gravity section, if you actually, and this is what I wrote in my tips and tricks little blog thing that I wrote the other day, is if you run into characters while in this anti-gravity mode, you actually get a boost of speed. So it's kind of encouraged to bump people, but only in the anti-gravity section. Are you playing with a Pro controller? Are you playing with the gamepad?
The gamepad.
Yeah, so the gamepad, I think controls, really well. I was also trying it out with the Pro controller, and then you can actually play it with the Wii Classic Controller Pro as well, and they both handle the same way. You can even just use motion control if you want, just kind of tilting the if you want to buy
if you're a fucking monster.
If you're a weirdo and you want to actually buy the $10 new Wii wheel for this game, and you can just use motion control, or you can actually use the Wii remote with the nunchuck. So there's a lot of customization, a control option for really whatever you wanted to do. The motion control actually works not as bad as you think. You can actually, it's definitely playable, but me personally, give me a controller any day of the week. Yeah, and that's the other thing. So one of the other cool things about
why is everyone ganging up on me?
Because you're the player. That's what happens. See, this is exactly what the third lap especially, you just get fucking nuked. You'll get hit by a peel, you run over a peel, and then you'll get green shell, and then right as you start going, bam, red shell. and then you lose all your coins, which is another aspect. So the coin feature has been brought back, which was also in the original Mario Kart. The more coins you get, up to 10, the faster you go. So it's to your benefit to collect a lot of coins to increase your speed, and then also at the same time, the more coins you collect, the more stuff you unlock. You know, car parts, things like that.
Fucking gonna kill Yoshi.
And then each time, you know...
My one complaint with this so far is that the first option is view highlight reel, and not next race.
Exactly, right here. You know, right when you beat that, everybody was bitching about that on the internet, myself included. You know, I don't want to view the highlight reel every time. I mean, maybe once in a while if you did something really cool, but 95% of the time you just want to move on to the next race right away. So it just sucks that that isn't the default option, but... The other cool thing about Mario Kart 8, I think they did a really good job with these new tracks. You know, here's the Thwomp Ruins. They just, you know, obviously there's a whole bunch of new tracks, and then there's, you know, 4 cups composed of all classic tracks. And I think all these new tracks, you know, really put the Wii U's strength into perspective. You know, again, it's really colorful, like just looks really good. It's twisty and turny to fulfill the anti-gravity commitment, you know, that they got going on here. It just looks really good. I think they did a really good job with these levels.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Like, I don't think, you know, there's really like a level that I necessarily like hate or, you know, don't.
Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road is long, man. That maybe that's a, but you know what though? That's what Rainbow Road is. It's supposed to be a difficult, you know, way to end, because it's the last cup. You know, it's going to be the, you know, the last track you play. It's kind of the philosophy of, you know, the more you play, the better you get, which is Mario Kart's philosophy all along. You start with 50cc, okay, you kind of figure out how the game works. You play 150cc, you get better. Okay, now let's play 150cc and become the pro. You know, so Rainbow Road has always been kind of a staple of that, because yeah, you can fall off the road easy and things like that. It's a long track, it's a difficult track, tight turns. But I mean,
actually, I was watching someone on Twitch play it, and there's like a shortcut that eliminates like most of it.
Every track for the most part has either a shortcut or at least alternative routes. You know, like right there on your left, you could have taken if you had a boost mushroom, you could have boosted over there. At the end of this track, if you take a tight turn, you could, you know, cut a good second off your time but it's really risky, because if you mess up, you're going to fall off the track easily. So it's another cool risk reward system. And I played it online a number of matches, and you know, I didn't have any lag or anything like that. It was actually surprisingly smooth. I mean, of course, it's Nintendo, so there's no, you know, true voice chat or anything like that.
Yeah.
But that's just...
Fuck you, Yoshi. You came in, like, last place, and somehow you got first. You're a giant fucking turd-eating dinosaur.
That's how it goes. Oh, wow, I beat you by 3 points.
Yeah.
That sucks. The only thing I haven't played yet is battle mode. Have you played battle mode yet?
It's awful.
That's what I heard. I haven't tested it out yet.
Like, I don't even know why they fucking included it.
Because it's just, you just play in the regular levels, right? There's no like battle mode stages.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like too big. They're they don't make any sense. Like, it's just, they shouldn't have included it. It's so poorly done. It would have been better not even fucking being in it.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
That's what, I mean, that's, even going back to the original Mario Kart, they had, you know, 2-player battle mode and eventually 4-player battle mode, but on specific courses, you know.
Yeah. On battle mode courses.
It's the only the only thing that makes me realize like maybe this game was rushed. They wanted to get it out before E3. They didn't have enough time to test out battle mode courses or something like that. Or you know what they'll probably do? Fucking DLC.
I wonder if they're going to do like free DLC.
I don't know. I think that this game, I think Nintendo did say something about DLC for this game. I don't know. Maybe I just thought of that, but I don't know.
If it's battle mode and it's paid, there's like they will lose whatever goodwill they have.
Yeah, you never know.
Like when it was Pikmin, like more maps for Pikmin 3, no one cared because it's like by the time that you like need more content for that, you're like, I'm kind of done playing Pikmin.
Yeah, I was the same way. You know, I beat the game and I was like, I don't really.
I understand there's like $20 worth of downloadable content.
Yeah, there's a
don't
bunch
care.
Of levels.
Yeah, I'm sure they're probably wonderful.
There was actually a Pikmin 3 update that just went through like last week or something like that. You can play with a new control scheme or something now, but yeah. Who do you normally play as with Mario Kart? Do you have a favorite driver? Have you been experimenting, playing around?
No, I just like Koopa Trooper since like the first one.
Yeah, if every time you get a gold medal with a different racer, you unlock that racer's stamp with Miiverse, but I don't even give a shit about Miiverse. I don't understand Miiverse. But if you're into that kind of thing, it's worth it to play with each character to kind of unlock their stamp if you really want to do that. It's just an extra thing.
And things are nice.
Things are nice. Would have been good if they would have had a better battle mode, I guess, but...
Yeah, it's the battle mode's damn near insulting.
And I still don't get why Nintendo doesn't join, modern times by including voice chat and...
There is voice chat if you play with friends.
If you play with friends?
Yeah.
Oh, like you speak like through the Wii gamepad thing?
Yeah, but it's so bad. Seriously, I've never tried it. Just use Skype at that point.
It's like you turn on your Xbox One, Skype through your Xbox One while playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, don't Skype through Xbox. That just makes Microsoft win.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone still hating on the Xbox One? Where did we land on that? Is it
they dropped Kinect now, so you don't have to buy it with Kinect. Save yourself $100. But either way, like, what the hell are you going to play on Xbox One? Rise, Son of Rome. What are you going to play on
Titanfall?
But it's still on 360. It's still the same damn game.
Well, supposedly 360 is the 360 version is awful.
I know. I mean, I've been playing the 360 version. There's nothing wrong with it. It's like, so it might not be as like clear as like the Xbox One version, but
and the frame rate's bad at times.
Frame rate. I haven't really had big problems with. I've had a lot of instead of dropped frame rates in Titanfall on 360, I actually just get dropped out of the match. Especially when the game first came out, it was ridiculous. I couldn't even stay into a match. I was dropped 10 out of 10 games in a row.
I've heard from a couple of friends back home that like they're just done with Titanfall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it was cool.
Yeah, everyone's like, no, it's like really cool and everything, but
there's no need to like keep playing. Like, you're not going to keep playing it. Like, for me, I kept playing, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4 forever. Like, I can, I'll even put it in, now and again and still get a kick out of it. But Titanfall, it's like, what? Like, I get it. I had fun with it, but I don't feel the need to really... It
was a well-made game. It wasn't... It just, for some reason, didn't stick.
There's not a lot of staying power with it. That's the thing. I mean, it's just kind of the same thing over and over and over again.
And there was, like, no single player to get you hyped for.
There's no single player, and it's... I mean, if you get paired up with a team of scumbags, you're just going to get absolutely destroyed. And the thing is like, people have been playing Titanfall, which, I mean, this is true for like any first-person shooter, but there's dudes that are leveled through 9 times already. They're like the highest rank you could possibly get, so they're like absolute pros at this game. And it's like me, I just want to play maybe a couple of matches, a couple of times a week and call it a day. These guys just play all day and like know the maps inside out, and there's really no...
Well, that's like why I kind of stopped playing Call of Duty after a while.
Oh yeah, Call of Duty.
Because my friends are like, oh, like, how many times have you prestige? And I'm like, none. I'm still level 20 because I've played this game for maybe 20 hours. Oh, bro, I'm like 300 hours into this. And I'm like, well, good for you, man.
And it gets way out of balance because they have guns that fucking shoot through walls, and you die and you drop a grenade. It's like I'm still, level 4 shooting a BB gun, and I don't even know the maps, and you just get fucking raped being a newbie. There's no chance playing Call of Duty. Especially like if you're not playing like right at launch, and if you don't play religiously, you just get smoked. So I never really liked Call of Duty because the balancing is just completely off. And Titanfall, it is a more balanced game for sure than Call of Duty ever was, but it's just not a lot of staying power. Like I'm kind of done with it.
I hear you. But I picked up a Vita.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, not that the Vita has like great games or anything, but I mean, there's a couple of exclusives that. Like
there's a lot of exclusive.
Tearaway.
Yeah, like Dakamikuru Trigger Happy. It's kind of like God, what is it? Phoenix Wright sort of like investigation, but
was that downloadable only?
No, it came out on disc.
Oh.
But it's like messed up, like because you're just stuck in this school, and like you go in and it's like, yeah, so no one can leave until you're the last one living, and when you kill someone, we hold a trial, and if you convict the wrong person, everyone dies except for the murderer because they got away with it.
And did you get this game, or you just
I watched the anime.
All right.
That they made off of the game.
And then
yeah.
What games do you have for it now then?
I have Dragon's Crown I picked up.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, I'm just like getting my ass fucking handed to me left and right here. I have Dragon's Crown. I have a Holy Invasion of Privacy Badman sequel. There were 2 of them before. This is the 3rd one. It's like a sliding puzzle game.
Okay.
It's fun. It's like this.
I never even heard of it. Who published that?
I think there were like Nipponichi games originally.
Oh, all right. That would make sense.
Yeah. I picked that up like the day I got it because it was like free. It was a free to play game on the Vita, which I guess they're doing now because you can't go anywhere without escaping fucking free to play shit.
Yep. Yeah, but I heard like Tearaway is pretty good.
I've heard Tearaway is good.
I heard it's kind of short or something, but
yeah,
I wouldn't let that really distract me.
Well, the thing is, like, all of the games are still kind of $40.
Yeah, I mean, there's some sales and stuff sometimes. You can see some stuff on clearance.
Yeah, I mean, like, Persona 4, which is...
Yeah, you got Persona 4, you got, like, the remake of Final Fantasy X. Of course, Borderlands 2 is out now.
Yep, there's a bundle with it.
I'm looking up Vita games.
I picked up one of the Atelier. I picked up Atelier Totori because I'm a huge fan of that series.
There's Atelier Rorona. Rorona, am I saying that right?
Rorona. That's not out yet.
Yeah, that comes out on the 24th. I'm seeing here. Disgaea 4.
Yep.
In August. I don't know if that might interest you.
Yeah, I'll probably pick up Disgaea 4. I'm not a huge fan of Disgaea 3. Even when it came out, I was kind of like, Because, like, I was a huge fan of the Disgaea series in general, and I loved 2, and then 3 came out, and I'm just kind of like, this just isn't very good.
Yeah. Is Disgaea 3 or 4 here that's coming out on the Vita, is that new?
No.
Is it like a remake of a PlayStation 2?
Yeah, so what they do is they release all of these games, and they're normally, like, they call them, like, the Plus Edition or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's the game with all of the DLC added.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just kind of looking at a release calendar here. I mean, it doesn't seem... You get a couple of Vita games basically a month, kind of like Wii U. It's kind of like anything, really. I mean, games have...
slowed down.
Slow down big time. I think we're in this like transitional period of like developers and publishers. It's like, well, they still have to make 360 stuff because and PS3 stuff because everybody still has.
Well, you also have to remember that like it's right before E3,
and then right before E3, so we're gonna get a bunch of news.
Yeah, and it's
next week.
And so, like when E3 comes out, I mean, we may or may not be streaming that week because, like, what's the point?
Oh, yeah, it'd be chaos. Yeah, it's E3. I mean, yeah,
because we'll be competing. Yeah, we'll be competing for fucking viewers with like the biggest show in town.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's like I'm pretty sure that. Oh, fuck you, Toad. Fuck you, Yoshi.
When you get hit with one, you get hit with like another one right away. Like if you play Mario Kart Online, it's fucking chaos with 12 players because everybody gets weapons at the same time. And if you can, get the boost and be in the first pole position, right when you start the match, but you're gonna get hit by 3-4 different things right out of the gate.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, so here's a blue shell asshole, and here's a red shell, and oh, I'm online, so I know what I'm doing, so I managed to hit you with a fucking green shell.
It is chaos playing online with all human players because everybody has experience. Like there's not really like bad players online, like I consider myself a pretty good Mario Kart player, and I came in 12th the very first online game that I played because I just got fucking smoked by everything. Red shell, green shell, oh, I ran over a peel, oh, I got starred. You just can't catch up sometimes.
Yep.
It's chaos. But that, in a way, makes it kind of fun. Makes you swear a lot.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Mario Kart has definitely made me curse violently.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the booper is the most annoying element of this entire game.
The what?
The booper when he inks your screen so you can't see.
You know that if you go underwater directly after that happens, it washes off?
That or you hit a boost and it goes away, but it's just annoying because it doesn't slow you down. It's just like I just can't see the screen, which is kind of like a generic way to impede the player.
Yeah. And it's not even like covering that much of the screen normally.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
Wait, did I somehow manage to end in first? Wow. I'm really impressed that actually happened.
Yeah, this stream's still going. Because you got the little lag there, but yeah, you got to still get the boost turns and stuff in the game, and
yep.
You can hit the R button. You get the little hopping boost now whenever you go over like a little bump or a ramp or a jump. So there's some new features to kind of make it its own.
I think that was in the Wii Mario Kart.
I think it was in the Wii version, but it's definitely a newer feature. It hasn't always been like that. Yeah. And even like the boost turning now, like in Double Dash or 64, you had to hold down the button and then like left right on the analog stick to kind of warm it up, so to speak. But here it's more like time based. You can still hit left right, and it doesn't necessarily affect it as much as you just need to hold it for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really experimented with time trials a whole lot either, but apparently you can race like staff ghosts and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know that I will ever play time trials on this. I'm not that excited.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool to see because I think it's got the, leaderboards. So I think out of all the Mario Kart games, and I think it was even on the Wii version, but now that the servers are shut down, the Wii version and the original DS version, so with those Mario Karts being shut down, I think, naturally people are gonna gravitate more towards Mario Kart 8 here.
I think the funniest thing about the servers getting shut down is how everyone was like so surprised of how many people use the Game Spy stuff.
And it wasn't just Nintendo. I mean, there was
like EA had a contract with them.
Yeah.
And like people,
I didn't even know that.
And people like still wanted to like sign contracts with them about that shit, and like they were like, I guess they got bought out and were just like, sorry, they have no interest in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is, I mean, it's kind of sad. Oh, that sucks. You just got hit at the worst. Oh man, red shell right at the jump there. But yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks. I'm sure there's still people that want to play these old games. I booted up Mario Kart Wii, the last day it was still live, and I was like, you know what, this is still fun. I still had a good time, and if anything, it just warmed me up for Mario Kart 8. But
I hated Mario Kart Wii.
Really?
I thought that the way that the item distribution was set up, like the best position you could be in for most of that was last place.
Yeah, I mean that can almost be said for
most Mario Karts.
For like almost every Mario Kart.
Wasn't
game.
that the one that they introduced Bullet Bill, that it just took over controls from you?
Yeah.
And
I think that was the Wii version, no? Or was it the DS version?
That was the Wii version.
All right.
And I haven't seen it in this game, so I don't know if he came back. But it was like it took over.
You get the Piranha Plant here in 8 here, which is kind of like a Bullet Bill because it pushes you forward. It kind of
it pushes you forward, but you still have to like drive. Whereas Bullet Bill turned you into a bullet and like took over controls, and you could go from last place into first place with it.
Yeah, and you usually got it when you were in one of the last places.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, for when I went back and played Mario Kart Wii, just basically a couple of weeks ago now, right before the servers got shut down, you didn't really realize it at the time. I mean, maybe you did, but graphically, it's not really that good. I mean, characters are like really polygonal, but I mean, at the same time, it was the Wii, and that game came out in like 2008 or something.
Yeah.
So it's actually a really old game considering, but it didn't look as good as I remember, but at the same time, I actually
fuck you, Yoshi, and Toad, and Koopa Kid, and the other Koopa Kid. Fuck you all. Oh, thanks, fucking you.
And you can get hit with like red shells in the air.
Oh, Yoshi managed to hit me with a red shell from behind.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Oh, see, yeah, right at the end. I'm telling you, the last friggin' turn, man. Oh, 6th. That sucks.
Yeah, from like really close to first place.
Yeah, it's the last turn. Wow. See, you just get fucking killed like that, which pisses. I mean, you can be having a flawless run, and that can really mess up your. So like even though you want to get bronze, silver, or a gold trophy, the game still gives you a star rating depending on how well you did. And to get a 3-star rating, you
have to have gold on everything.
You have to get first place in everything, and you can be rocking, and then all of a sudden you just get killed on the last lap on the last track, and there goes your hard work, perfect potential ranking.
Well, I'm in 7th, so
I think for me, like I rarely get mushroom boosts. I get like coins.
It has to do with what position you're in.
Yeah, but I mean, even like the other Mario Kart games, on occasion I think you would still get a boosting mushroom like how you just got right here. But even in like further back, you just don't get the.
I hear you.
The mushroom is like I think I get like coins more often than like anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I get coins constantly. I think in the other Mario Karts, I would always get like even in first place, it wasn't that uncommon to get a mush.
Yeah, you'd still get them. That's what I'm saying, because you can still get like the shortcuts by boosting in the right spot. Here, you rarely get mushrooms. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but that's what I've noticed.
Oh, Bullet Bill. Okay, I take everything I said back.
And when you are, if you do have the 3 mushroom thing, and when you hit the button, like you can actually bump into your opponent and like take his mushroom. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like, see how you got the mushrooms, on you right now?
Yeah.
If you hit it right, or if your opponent hits the mushroom versus like hitting you, they actually like take your mushroom away and they get the boost.
Awesome.
Which is kind of cool. I like that feature. So it kind of makes you like want to use them faster. Yes, before you lose them. I like how there's the little touches, like they added the dolphins from Mario World. You really haven't seen those dolphins since Mario World, from on Super Nintendo. It's the eel here that was like in Mario 64.
Yep.
I like these little nods to the fans. I'm sure we'll pick up on it. And the game just looks so good. I mean, in high def, it looks really good.
Whoever was in first was like super fucking in first.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Sometimes the computer will just break away, and you just can't catch them no matter what items you get. The other thing about Grand Prix mode that I don't like is there's no timer. I don't know if you noticed that, but there's no timer.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the other Mario Karts, because like you can see how far ahead of you or how far behind you were to the first place guy, the second place guy, whatever position you were in. Oh man, I was short by a second. There's no timer here in Grand Prix. It's like, not that it really like matters, I guess, which is why I'm sure they cut it out, but I just kind of wanted to know, like, how fast did I go, or like how not how fast did I go, but instead how fast between my position versus the guy in front of me. How much faster did he beat me by? And like, I think other Mario Kart games too had like the thing on like the side of the screen at least, to like kind of let you know like where, like how far into the track you are. But
yeah, there's like no map.
There's no, I called it in my little blog thing that I wrote, is like there's no GPS functionality. You don't really know how far you are into a track, and it makes it kind of worse since there's no timer function. Which is weird, because a racing game without a timer,
I think there is on like versus and stuff. You get a timer.
Yeah, if you're playing on versus mode, that is a timer, but GP mode, no time. Hit him with the horn. Nice.
Oh God. Hate you, Yoshi. Hate you, Toad.
This level is really cool, graphically. When you're going over this part of the track right here, it kind of has like that Tron effect where your skid marks actually leave a little neon trail. I don't know if it's, it's just a nice, cool touch. And then if you notice on the other tracks, when you boost turn and when you go, on lap 2, you see your skid marks. They stay there.
Yeah.
Like it's a really, really nice touch. I like the detail. It's like they put something so detailed, like the skid marks, something that, people might not even notice, but then they completely skimp on battle mode.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I don't
and
get
it's
it.
like the maps. Some of the maps they chose, it's just like these are like not even like they weren't even good maps to begin with.
Yeah.
Like one of the maps that they
It's like Moo Moo Farm.
Well, it's not even Moo Moo Farm. There's another one that it's like every time I play that map, like there are different paths that you can choose, and I always and like some are faster or longer than others, and it's like you can lose position because you don't know which fucking way to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, like, so so I guess the other side of that is like they took old tracks like Mario Circuit from the original Super Nintendo version, and they completely remade it, not only in 3D, but they had to remake it to accommodate the anti-gravity features, the going underwater segments. So they had to remake all these tracks, and I think they did a really good job with these classic tracks, incorporating, the anti-gravity features and all these other things. I think they remade these tracks really well. I actually would have liked to have seen more classic tracks. Like they had a lot of tracks from like the Wii game, the Wii version, the original DS version.
They had some from 3D. Well, the DS version, in my opinion.
There was like one from 3DS or something. Like I would actually prefer to see, give me a couple more from Super Nintendo. Actually wanted to see a couple more from the N64 version, and give me a couple from the GBA version. I think the game always gets neglected. But so they had but the thing is because this is Mario Kart 8, they got 7 other games to choose from with only 16 tracks, 4 cups. So I'm sure they had a.
I thought it was weird that like it's a good game, but it kind of feels like a almost by the numbers Mario Kart.
I mean, I like the online features. I think it looks really good. The tracks I think are really well designed, but then it's like, I mean, I need to play the battle mode for myself, but it's like, why skimp on the battle mode? I mean, that's like always been since, the first one, it really took off, with Mario Kart 64, which lead me to believe that it was a time thing. They wanted to get it out before E3. They wanted to bundle it. So they wanted to, start boosting some hype with Mario Kart here. That's why they have the whole Club Nintendo promotion. But it's still a really fun game. I mean, I've been totally digging it. I really like it a lot. I mean, I actually think this is probably one of the better Mario Kart games.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite Mario Kart is either the GameCube one or the DS one.
DS was really well done. I have a soft spot for the N64 version just because I remember playing it with friends, and that's why the N64 had 4 controller ports, was for games like Mario Kart and Smash Brothers and GoldenEye and things. But so I think it was a really strong game on the N64. I really liked like the sliding mechanic in Mario Kart 64. You got to hold down the trigger, left, right. I think it was just really well done in the N64 version. I like Double Dash. Double Dash seems to be a fan favorite.
Double Dash was the one that kind of felt like a racing game, though.
It was Double Dash was different. I mean, you want like you said, this is kind of like a paint by numbers Mario Kart, but Double Dash really tried to do something new and different. By having the 2 racers, you can play two-player co-op on the same kart.
It was like what was it? You could do 24 people on that one.
If you had, it was like it was Mario Kart, Kirby's Air Ride, and then like one other game that actually used like land features.
Yeah, and you could like daisy chain systems together.
Yeah, if you had the
network adapter.
The network adapter that plugged into the bottom of the system.
And the funny thing is I did.
You got one, or you had one?
I do. I have one actively.
Is it now at the time there was actually 2, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was a dial-up version and a high-speed broadband version.
I have the broadband version.
Yeah, which is that was like like nobody really bought that thing. And one other thing about this track that you're playing right here, this is just one giant track. You don't loop around. So it's like you just start at the top and you work your way down the mountain, as opposed to let's do 3 laps. So I thought that was kind of different. Yeah. And every other track too is also 3 laps. Like you had I think it was the Wii version, had like Baby Park, for example, which had 8 or 9 laps around. Some other tracks had 5 laps, things like that. But everything here is is 3 laps. I mean, it's really consistent, but you know, they designed the game that way.
All right. Well, I think that's good enough for this week.
Yeah. Talked a lot about Mario Kart.
Yeah. So for this week, I've been Dan Gilman.
And I'm Zach Azarowski. Check us out on mygamer.com. We'll post this stream up live there for on-demand viewing later. Stay tuned for E3 news, everything next week. We may or may not stream next week because of E3. Again, go to mygamer.com. Check me out at ZachGaz on Twitter and my personal blog at squallsnake.com.
For me, you can follow me at Gilman or on my website, varms.net. All right. So aside from that, we will see you guys later.
Yeah, see you next time.